Okay, today we're going to be discussing the 6 trig ratios. So what they're going to give us today is a triangle like this, and they're going to give the directions like find the 6 trig ratios for angle Z. They're going to give us some angle they want us to find. Well, before we do that, let's discuss what even are the 6 trig ratios. They are sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent, or more commonly written as sine, cosine, tangent, sorry you can't see that, there we go, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. On your calculators, that's the way you're going to see the buttons. Most people you see when you write them, that's how they're going to write them. So the ratios, these always have a given ratio for the angle that they make. And it is, so like the sine of the angle, that's what that circle with the line through it is. That's the Greek letter theta, is how you pronounce that. Theta with a TH. Is going to be the opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent is going to be opposite over adjacent. And the 3 ratios on the right side are actually mirrors of the left side. So your cosecant is going to be hypotenuse over opposite. Secant is going to be hypotenuse over adjacent. And cotangent is going to be adjacent over opposite. You will often heard this called SOHCAHTOA. What is SOHCAHTOA? SOHCAHTOA is just a mnemonic device to help us remember what the ratios are. So S stands for sine, and it's opposite divided by hypotenuse. C is cosine, adjacent divided by hypotenuse. And tangent is opposite divided by adjacent. Opposite divided by adjacent. SOHCAHTOA. So coming back to the triangle, the first thing I would do is I would label the hypotenuse because the hypotenuse never changes. It's always opposite of the right angle. Then after that, look at your angle that they tell you to look at. They tell me to look at angle Z. What's the opposite one from there? That's the opposite side. The way that sometimes if it's hard to visualize it, one way to remember it is take the Z angle and draw alligator teeth. The opposite side is the side that the alligator teeth are eating. So it would be the 3 in this case. Which leaves 4 to be the adjacent side because it's adjacent to the angle. So when I come try to do the ratios, I have sine of theta, that's the angle, is going to equal the opposite over hypotenuse. If I'm following SOHCAHTOA, opposite divided by hypotenuse. Well, the opposite side this time is 3. Now, hypotenuse is 5. That's all you do. Just do it for all the ratios. Adjacent. Oh, I'm sorry, what am I doing? Cosine of theta is supposed to be adjacent divided by hypotenuse. So adjacent is 4, hypotenuse is 5. Tangent is supposed to be opposite divided by adjacent. So the opposite is 3 and the adjacent is 4. And if I know that the other 3 ratios are just mirrors, then I should have cosecant, and I'm going to try and squeeze this in, as 5/3. The secant as 5/4. And the cotangent as 4/3. And that's all you do. So for your delta math on this one, there are 10 problems, but you should know that each problem only asks for one trig ratio. Not all 6, and only asks for 1.